Hello and welcome back. In this short lecture, we're going to learn about how to reset of Windows 10 or Windows Autopilot reset options. What exactly Autopilot reset? Basically, this reset will provide you a flexibility to business ready case. That means when you perform the reset either locally or remotely, that has these are the two options you have actually from the Autopilot reset options, which I'm going to talk in a minute or so. But by doing the reset, actually, you're making the device to be a ready state, or it can be ready for another user with the business case as almost ready, so that he can quickly log in and all the required applications, everything will be ready. So this is one other way it would be very helpful if user is leaving the company, or you want to reset and assign to some other user that specific device. Let's check out what all the options would be taken out when you do the reset. Actually, it's gonna remove all the personal things, that is nothing but your the user specific files and applications and the settings, that all will be taken out, and it will be restoring to the original maintaining of the identity connection, so that the next user or the new user can log in. And this sometimes works, maybe based on the requirement. If the same user want to retry based on his own experience, he can do that. Or we can perform this action as an Intune admin remotely also. So let's actually check out, by doing a reset process automatically retains the information from the existing device. For example, region settings or language or the keyboard or originally configured values. These are the values which are configured, including your Wi-Fi connection details and the provisioning packages previously, whatever it was applied to the device. That all will be available, and it will be present on your USB drive when the reset profile is initiated from the USB drive. These are the things which will be already there, and you're not gonna resetting. I mean, when you do the reset, it's not gonna wipe up your relationship between the Azure AD or your MDM or your mobile device management services, which nothing but your Intune also will be in a managed state. So it's just the personal settings of the user and the files and the apps which you are going to be reset. And what are the things is not going to be supported, you should know all this. So what happens is, when you reset, actually it's going to block the user to access that machine, because it's doing the reset in the background. So whatever the files are going to save, it will be lost. That's the reason it will go into a state where user can't log in. So that's the state it's going to be come up. And also the devices which are already enrolled in MDM service or autopilot reset will look for it's going to be blocked until it's going to be synced properly. And also it's going to be not supported the hybrid Azure AD. This feature is not going to be supported. And that's it, other way. And these are the things can be performed in the two different scenarios. One would be the you can perform the local user can be initiated, that means he can do the reset, or other option would be you can do it from the remotely. So the first one, I'm sorry, here it should be is this 2, but somehow it is mentioning as a 1, but read as this is the first option. That means user have the device as access, and he can do the reset by his own. But if the user wants to be or the Intune admin wants to reset his target machine, he can do it. But there is a requirement, like you need to have at least 1809 built or later of Windows 10 so that it can work. So these are the a flow, I would say, like disable automatic deployment credentials, which is will be initiated in the RBAC role-based access management. You have the options to configure this. These are the specific permissions to be granted to perform remotely to reset that specific PC to be reset. You need to have that specific permissions. And also, if you're thinking how to reset in the logon screen, or the reset, how to reset locally. So if you're quite new, what needs to be done is you need to log off, and then you need to press Control plus Windows key and R. So Control Windows R as a combination, if you press it, it's going to reset that specific device. So that's how it's going to work. Let's jump into the demonstration side. Like you have Intune, Microsoft Intune portal, and go to your devices. This devices is nothing but all devices, or nothing but your MGM managed devices. So I can go back to the device. For example, I can take this specific device, which is nothing but this specific device, and if I want, I can reset directly from here by doing the autopilot reset. So this is where you have the option. You simply click on yes after reading all this information. So if you can read this, it says that quickly it's going to removing all the files and apps settings, and until that time it's going to block the user to not to log in. So but it's not going to remove any of the entries from the Azure Active Directory or from your MDM or from your Intune relationship. These are the things which he's going to talk, and it might take some time to sync up. So just click on yes. So it has initiated. So if I just go back here, this makes the users to use this PC automatically, after a reset of autopilot state. So this way you can reset remotely, but this requires at least 1809 or later. But at the same time, if this specific machine was deployed or provisioned with the self-deployment state, then it's not going to work. So this is only works as indeed with the auto deployment with the user driven. And coming back to the manually reset for the user, so the device should be in the lock state, and the end user have to press Control and Windows and R key as a combination. Then he need to enter the user ID and password, so that would automatically reset for this specific device manually. So these are the two options are available for getting a reset. One would be the conclusion would be the remotely you can do it if the device is 1809 or above, and also you can do it from the lower from the logon control Windows R, and these are the three keys like Control, Windows key, and R. So with these three combinations also you can do it. Thank you for watching this. I hope this is useful for you.